Hi guys, this is the video for my 1977 Chevrolet Suburban that I am selling. I sound surprised because it wasn't the plan. I had quite big plans for this truck, which I can run through with anybody that's interested. Imported it from Florida in April. In the middle of renovating a big house. I have a 1979 Airstream RV as well that I'm kind of working on, and we're traveling and that kind of thing, and this has just sat since April, really, since I got it registered. I have plans of getting the house done and realizing a dream of building an RV out of a school bus, so that's going to take some time to import. So the Suburban, I'm saying it quietly so it doesn't hear me, the Suburban is the one being sacrificed, kind of sadly. I've always wanted a barn door Suburban, and I'm at risk of talking myself into keeping it, so we'll just brush over that. I just want to give a quick walk around video to show you the condition. I will probably forget to mention things, but this video is more of a case of trying to get in touch with the condition of it, to see exactly how it is. So mechanically spot on, runs and drives exactly how it should. 6.6 litre V8, which I believe is a small block with a TH 400 3-speed gearbox. Everything is perfect. Steering is perfect, suspension is perfect, brakes are spot on. New shocks, you can see through there. New tyres, Cooper Discoverers, 31 inch I think they are. There's some room for some bigger if that's your style. New exhaust, which I can't really see from the angle that I've come under, but yeah, new exhaust. And in terms of a running and driving machine, it's spot on. I've driven it a fair amount the time that I've had it, never given it any problems, always starts, sounds healthy, ticks over fine. Had quite a lot of bits upgraded, some Edelbrock bits, which I'll show you while we're here, while we're on the subject. Yeah, so some Edelbrock AVS2 carbs with a spacer and intake, some fancy valve covers. My plan was to run a bit more power through here. It's absolutely fine as it is, but who doesn't love speed and power? I was going to put some headers on there, probably a cam, tune the carb for a bit more power, but it's absolutely fine as it is as a runner if you wanted to keep it the way it is. Very reliable in its setup, but as you can see from the state of the engine bay, I haven't tarted anything up. It's all generally in good condition. Just things like new belts, new brake parts. The guy that had it before made sure that it was ready to be driven. He was going to tow his Airstream caravan with it before he changed his mind for something a bit more forward, I believe. Yeah, so good things. The way it runs, the way it drives. The interior is total throwback. Not immaculate, but not far away. It's all there. It's 4-wheel drive. Stereo works. Seat belts. Leather bench in the back. Huge load area. These seats fold flat so you can get masses in here. I had a corner sofa in here the other week before I had my van. Yeah, generally very cool. Yellow and beige. Very 70s. Hence the vintage trailer supply sticker from the guy that had it before. All the door lines line up as they should. It was a one owner from new for a very long time before the guy bought it in Florida. He used to use it to tow his caravan. He kept it indoors. So yeah, in good condition. Now the bad things is the body is what you're looking at now. So it's you could call it patina. Patina's fine. There is some areas of rust on the outside of the vehicle. It lived in Nebraska for a long time. The good news is the floor and the chassis totally solid. Everything inside absolutely fine, not a problem. The downside is the arches in the sill. Potential. You can see in there. I will crawl underneath so you can see it. We've got some rusting in the around the doors. Nothing that I've poked my finger through just yet. I knew this when I was buying it. It's not a scary amount of rust. I have seen worse on an F350, funnily enough. That outrigger needs replacing, and yeah, we've got some foam in the inner sills there. I had a welder look at it, and they said, yeah, no problem, we can get that done. My thoughts were, I would rather have a virtually solid Suburban that runs and drives correctly, that's been looked after, that has the whole interior, that needs a little bit of money spending on welding, than the opposite really. A car that's solid underneath, that needs lots of internal work, lots of mechanical work, and there's a question mark over its reliability. So that was the compromise. This side is all nice and solid. You can see from the floor there's no issue. It had been under sealed, so even kind of further in, I can't really see from this angle, but yeah, the floor up there is all solid. It's just this sill, and obviously the other side is a little bit worse. There's the new exhaust that I was talking about. So yeah, that's literally the only downside to the Suburban, is it needs a bit of bodywork. It's ready to drive wherever you want to drive it. It'll start and take you anywhere you want to go. It looks very cool. It gets a lot of attention. It sounds fantastic. I'm gonna start it up. You never get the full feel of it on a video. You really need to be in front of it, but it gives you an idea. Now this isn't a cold start because I did drive it out of where I parked, but temperature's still on cold. Start straight away. Good oil pressure. Sounds fantastic. Bolts are where they need to be. All the T's and P's are where they need to be. All the lights work. The wipers work. Windscreen fluid works. Sounds great on tick over. Yeah, hopefully that gives you an overview of what you're looking at. The auction will run till the end, and it will go for what somebody's willing to pay for it. It is a good truck. This is how I list every vehicle that I've ever sold. I'm not a buyer and seller, but I always try and be accurate to what I'm stood in front of, and I'll answer any questions that anybody's got. So just get in touch by eBay, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. Thanks a lot.